90% of students have no idea where this comes from. So let's change that today. So let's try to visualize what a circle is. So notice as I draw the circle, the distance from the center to the circumference remains the same at every single instance. And that's called the radius, and that's the classic definition of a circle. Now, you'll notice that the radius could be split into a distance across and a distance up. In doing so, it forms a right angle triangle. So ding ding ding, we could use Pythagoras theorem. So if we want to represent that as a relationship, it's going to be across squared plus up squared is equal to r squared. And here's the thing, this works no matter where you move along the circumference, because remember, the distance from the center to the circumference is always constant. So now we're going to take that circle and we're going to put it on the Cartesian plane, which is a fancy name for xy axis. So let's consider an arbitrary center AB and a point on the circumference. We call that xy. So if you want to look at this, let's look at the x-axis first. You'll notice that the distance across will be given by x minus a. And if you look at the y-axis, you'll see the distance up, which will be given by y minus b. So remember, across squared plus up squared is equal to r squared. And if you notice, that's how we're going to get x minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equal to r squared. So guys, we've just came up with the equation of a circle. The center is given by AB and the radius is given by the square root of r squared. Now I know what you're thinking, sir, let me see an actual example. So let's consider a circle with center 4, 3 and a point on the circumference 8, 6. So the distance across would be given by 8 minus 4, which is 4, and the distance up would be given by 6 minus 3, which is 3. So if you wanted to find the radius, you'll have to say 4 squared plus 3 squared, that would be equal to 25. And to find the radius, you'll actually have to find the square root of 25, and you'll get 5. And we could actually generalize this. And so instead of a point 86 on the circumference, we could just say xy. So it becomes x minus 4 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 5 squared, which is 25. And so in general, the center is given by AB and the radius is given by square root of r squared. So here's one for you to try. Try x minus 4 squared plus y minus 8 squared is equal to 16. Let me know what the center and the radius is. Drop your answer below. Alright, time is up. Let's take that equation and put it on the Cartesian plane. So notice this is x minus 4, so we'll have to move 4 across, and it was y minus 8, so you have to move 8 up. So you end up with a circle with center 4, 8, and notice it was equal to 16, so the radius would be the square root of 16, so the radius is actually 4. So long story short, if you have the equation of a circle in the form x minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equal to r squared, the center is always given by AB and the radius is given by the square root of r squared. So tune in to the next episode to see why in the Caribbean it's slightly different. So in the Caribbean we mainly use x plus f squared plus y plus g squared is equal to r squared, which is a bit non-standard, but tune in for that in the next episode, and don't forget to drop a follow. Drop a fire emoji if you learn something new. Later guys, take care.